rock me to sleep and sing me a song. So I learned to love the music of all the tunes in my mind, the changing of chords, the rhythm of time. And the time go lightly when I'm here with you. And the time go lightly when the day is through. I keep a watch on time when I've got work to do. But I let time go lightly with you. Yes, I let time go lightly with you and the fire and a friend or two. With you and the fire and a friend or two. A friend or two. And you.
Alright,
Oh, hey. With Zine, you
we're
can stream
supposed
free
to
local
have
TV
a
from all over
doctor's
the country.
appointment.
Zine speaks for itself. It doesn't need a celebrity spokesperson, but they promised me I could do this. Zine. Always local, always free.
Let's clear out winter and clean up the lawn with Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. Right now, get the Ryobi One Plus leaf blower for just $89 and make your lawn work easier with a powerful 90 miles an hour of clearing power. Plus, you can buy it online and pick it up in store, getting you outside sooner. Get your yard spring ready with the Ryobi One Plus leaf blower, now just $89 during Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot. Outdoors get more done. See store HomeDepot.com/delivery for details.
Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before
1:30.
at BetMGM. Sign up using code CELEBRATE and receive up to
1:30 is our
$1,500 back in
appointment.
bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matters more than ever. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Michigan only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help.
Oh, our
I
attic is
completely
dusty.
forgot.
Sweetie, it's our Zenda now.
Okay, let's chant. Yeah.
Oh, man, how did he miss that kick?
Okay, how long have you been watching the game?
Only since kickoff, so not that long if you think about it.
AT&T Fiber with All-Fi covers your whole house, even from your attic Zendesk. Get AT&T Fiber with All-Fi and live like a gagillionaire.
Limited availability. Coverage may require AT&T Wi-Fi extenders at additional charge. When something happens to your car, you might say, but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Bless you. Have you tried Instacart for spring allergy relief? You can order decongestants, antihistamines, and more through Instacart from stores like CVS, Walgreens, and Costco, delivered in as fast as 1 hour. Because those red, watery eyes need relief now. And that sneeze means you do not want to venture out into all that pollen. And that's your cue to download the Instacart app and get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
The Detroit Tigers play the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pre-game today at 12:10 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Ground ball up the middle and into center field. A base hit. Rowdy Tellez being waved around third, and he will score. Jared Triolo with a ground ball single in the right spot for him into center field. And the Pittsburgh Pirates have a 5-1 lead here in the third.
An insurmountable lead, some would call it. Well, here's the thing about it, is if you're going to be down 5 after 2, 5 after 3, and then you can put Dan on in the car. If you're doing yard work, you can, if you get the AirPods, like, you don't have to be as invested. Like, you can go ahead and separate yourself and just listen to the soundtrack from summer.
Yeah, I've told you that. Now with Benetti being a great TV voice, you can kind of toggle back and forth. So if I'm on the couch, I got Benetti. If I'm doing house chores, I've got Dickerson. I mean, yeah, when you get down early, it's easier. I'm going to find something else to do while just kind of keeping an ear on it, not even an eye on it.
Right.
5 runs, even 4 runs, feels like insurmountable for this offense. They had 2 extra base hits, and it's this reality check. Hot start was fun while it lasted. They're a flawed team, young, flawed team. Ticket texter, you guys need to be ripping Scott Harris and ownership. Shame on them for putting this lineup together and literally spending nothing. Not even an MLB average payroll. Detroit deserves better. I tried before the season.
Well, there's no question Detroit deserves better, but I'm obviously, I think we were
turn blinker on with your ring.
Sides. I'm looking at it as I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's not even finished year 2, and I want to see what the long play is. I'm willing to wait it out because he was saddled with so many bad contracts. Still has a horrific contract that is in the lineup. That's an AJ question. Or is he getting the mandate that, yeah, we're paying him enough that he has to be in the lineup X amount of times?
I agree we're coming at it from different perspectives. I have not said I won't let him try.
Yeah.
And turn blinker on with your ring.
I've just been more critical of him.
Saving that.
I've just
turn blinker on
him
with
as
your
we
ring.
go, not reserving judgment until he gets enough time to sink himself. The trades he's made or not made, the signings he's made or not made, are grounds to judge him. And 2 off seasons, deadline last year and the big off season opportunity this year. Yeah, this product, this roster is underwhelming. It's a plate
there's no question it's underwhelming. Yeah, but I think it's more of I'm trying to understand and get a grasp on his reasoning. Like when he is watching Spencer Torkelson, or he's watching, Kerry Carpenter swing. Like, is he seeing something? Or the analytics, and then this is where I get lost. Baseball is drowning in analytics.
A lot of numbers.
A lot of numbers. Like, is he seeing something that none of the rest of us see? And obviously, what we're not seeing is base hits. But like, is he playing the long play because he thinks that this is going to work out?
John, last night UConn, national champs, left no doubt. No issues with Purdue, especially in the second half. Just cranked it up as they've done all year. I want to talk about the game, but I also want to get your thoughts. Do you think it outdraws the women's game? Because we saw ratings for the women's game, and they continue to peak.
No, I don't think they're going to even come close. And part of it is that there was other than the 2 big men, which I don't think people are drawn to much anymore. There was not a lot of compelling stories in that game. Yes, you had the back-to-back. You got, especially with the news that Calipari was going to be leaving Kentucky. Is Danny Hurley going to stay? Is he going to win his second one and then move on? And he addressed that after the game. But there was nothing that, other than your diehard basketball fans that could geek out on it, there was nothing that drew in your average sports fan, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, with the women's game, you had a team going for perfection. You had Caitlin Clark on the other side chasing the title game. It was on ABC, 3 o'clock on a Sunday as opposed to 9:20 on TBS on a Monday night.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I question, should I even be staying up for this? Do people care? I mean, I got to 56-40, 16-point game, about 8 minutes to go, and said, this is over. And I wonder if people felt that way even going in, that UConn was so dominant. There was the redemption story of Purdue that may have gotten people in the Midwest to be invested. People who may have seen Purdue in person at the Sweet 16 here in Detroit. But UConn, we talked about it, the guards. That was the difference. Greg told us at the end of the show yesterday, Purdue can shoot the 3. One made 3 in the game. The guards for UConn, they defend the perimeter, they're athletic, they get to the cup. We could talk about the battle of the 7-footer. UConn's relentless, man. And I think in the era of the portal, name, image, and likeness, to repeat, to beat everybody by double digits, cover every single spread, to repeat, and lose 3 guys to the NBA, boom, right back at it. Buzzsaw beat everybody by double digits, including a fellow 1 seed Purdue. Like, there's an argument for historic greatness.
Starting route to 19717 Woodward Street.
Yeah, but I think you could.
In about 13 miles, turn right onto Woodward Street.
Like this and the transfer portal, that a dynasty
Okay.
repeats may be more likely. Like if you're looking at it going, okay, Danny Hurley is not a hotter coach in college basketball right now. Who would want to go play for him? And if you've been underwhelmed at your place for a year, so he's getting guys that have a little bit of college experience and come here, and we're gonna go for the 3.
I fully agree with that.
I mean, it's a great selling point.
But the continuity of the game, there's
No
none.
question, right? Yeah.
Redo and reset and
with new chemistry, different players. Yeah.
I think that speaks volumes. And I know Florida did it, bringing the whole crew back. This is different than that. Duke brought the whole crew back. This is different.
Yeah, and here's the thing too is in the last 2 games, the Final 4, Purdue's guards, all of the shooters, and I was with Greg. Like I thought that the Purdue team was built to win in about any style because they had averaged over 40% from the 3-point line, but in both Final 4 games, the semifinal and the championship game, they came up woefully shy of the standard that they had set throughout the course of the year, and they relied on Zach Edey. You got one team shooting and scoring 3s, one shooting and scoring 2s. The math doesn't work out.
Nathan and Warren, quickly, we can get to you. You're on 97.1.
Morning, boys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, real quickly, I had a $25 bet on Purdue to win the national championship at the start of the season. When they made it to the Sweet 16, I took my money out. So this morning when I woke up and I saw that they lost, I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But
what was the payout for you?
I think I only $80, $90, whatever. But
yeah.
Sure, but as far as prizes go, I need more than a scoreboard and a play-by-play guy. That's what I mean. That's just not. That's not okay. That's not okay to bring that to our fans. Say, I'm going to Jason Spaghetti as a scoreboard. Like you bring up Jack Flaherty, who has injury problems, Mark Hanna, who's a nobody, 100-year-old Kenta Maeda. Like this is a pro team, right? We are allowed to have pro players. Like what is going on? Like I know Scott Harris. Didn't he come from Tampa?
No, it's San Francisco, but you can really tell he has an analytics background. Right?
Analytics guy, he's one of those draft and develop kind of guys. But apparently we've got the Chief Illich that's running the team now. So I think that's how this is working out. Is that he got the job by basically telling him, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna build you a team, but you're not gonna have to spend a lot of money. And I think that's what Chris Illich is really, really flat about.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
Let's get to Heather with the news.
All right, if you headed towards Ohio to see the eclipse yesterday, you definitely hit some traffic. The highways from Metro Detroit towards Monroe and Toledo were basically parking lots in a lot of areas. Not every single area, but a lot of them, because all these eclipse watchers wanted to be in that path of totality. 75 going south from Wayne County to Monroe, backed up, jammed. So I'm guessing there were probably a lot of people who watched the eclipse from their car. I mean, there was no way that everybody that I saw on the road made it all the way to their final destination. There's no way. So I'm guessing a lot of people just had to watch right there in traffic. Put your car in park and look out the sunroof and see what you could see. Speaking of the eclipse, if you didn't make it to Ohio, you could enjoy it from your own backyard or right in Metro Detroit, which is still pretty cool. In fact, the eclipse caused so much darkness in Detroit that the streetlights automatically went on. Because we were not in the path of totality, but it was like 99% coverage. So it did get pretty dark, and that was enough to make the streetlights go on, so that was cool. And of course, we all
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
wear these glasses, right? But some people might not have worn them properly, or they might have been worried they weren't wearing them, or they might have still looked at the sun without them. And Google searches for "my eyes hurt" skyrocketed right after the eclipse ended. It peaked right around 3:20 p.m. So literally right after the eclipse, people were like, "Oh my gosh, I better see what I just did to myself," because people's eyes hurt, I guess. And then other searches for "why do my eyes hurt" also skyrocketed.
Gee, I wonder why.
I don't know.
It's natural selection.
But I gotta tell you, it's a little bit, it was like,
Placebo?
yeah, it's a mind trick. So I kind of got in the car and I was like, dude, I think my eyes hurt a little
And you wore the
bit.
glasses.
Oh yeah, I wore the glasses. But I was taking the glasses off a lot because I had Emily running around, so I had to see her. So I was putting on my real sunglasses, and then I'd forget
Glass
which
up,
ones I had on. I was like, oh shoot, yeah. So the threats James Crumbly made against the Oakland County prosecutor while in jail were not actual threats, according to his attorney. Instead, he was just venting to his loved ones. They weren't threats. He was just venting his frustration.
So
Yes. Yes.
the emails were sent to his
It was
family?
no, it
or
was
they
over the phone. It was phone records. So he was venting.
But so he didn't actually call the prosecutor?
No,
Okay.
but on some of those threats, or what he said, I couldn't even read on the radio last week. They were, "I'm coming for you. I'm going to," whatever, look out, basically, is that I'm here. Anyway, she says they weren't threats. She says it's not fair to punish him in the sentencing guidelines assessment for the things that he said. We'll see what happens. He is set to be sentenced at 9 a.m. today. His wife is going to be sentenced today as well. So we'll find out later exactly what they are facing.
Maybe in the news later, depending on if it breaks.
Yeah.
When it breaks. Yeah.
We'll see.
Heather with the news. Coming up next, the eclipse, the reaction, John, me, and of course, from Heather, she made the drive. Let's get to it next, 97.1.
Hey, I've got big news from Dr. Berkowitz at Michigan Hair Restoration. Aesthetic Everything just named him the top hair restoration surgeon in the Midwest and one of the top aesthetic doctors in America. So congrats to him. And guys, it's really incredible that he is right here in Metro Detroit, making it easy to restore your hair by the very best. So if you've been thinking about going to see him, get in now and look younger and feel more confident with a thicker head of hair by summer. Also, the sooner you go to see him, the more options you have. Dr. Beat is so much more than just hair transplants. He has the most up-to-date, well-researched medical therapies and natural pathways to stop your hair loss and improve thickness. With treatment plans that fit almost every budget, Dr. B takes the time to create a custom plan just for you, and he guarantees all of his treatments. So call Michigan Hair Restoration and speak to Maria. Mention 97.1 and you're going to receive a complimentary natural hair remedy treatment at your consultation, and that's $1,000 value. Don't miss out. For more information and to schedule a consult with Dr. B, go to MichiganHairRestoration.com.
Yeah, I was just checking to make sure.
Let's clear out winter and clean up the lawn.
Yeah, I was checking to make sure.
With Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. Right now, get the Ryobi One Plus leaf blower for just $89 and make your lawn work easier with a powerful 90 miles an hour of clearing power. Plus, you can buy it online and pick it up in store, getting you outside sooner. Get your yard spring ready with the Ryobi One Plus leaf blower, now just $89 during Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. See store at homedepot.com/delivery for details.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
But that won't fix your home. That will only give you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. If you need to file a claim, holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm includes the
Our attic is dusty.
Sweet. It's ours end then now.
Okay, let's chant. Yeah.
Oh, man, how did we miss that kick?
Okay. How long have you been watching the game?
Only since kickoff, so not that long if you think about it.
Fiber with All-Fi covers your whole house, even from your attic Zendesk. Get AT&T Fiber with All-Fi and live like a gagillionaire.
Limited availability. Coverage may require AT&T Wi-Fi extenders at additional charge. It's playoff time in the NBA and NHL. Baseball's in full swing, and FanDuel is your place to bet on every game. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150, win or lose. Bet on everything from slap shots to home runs to slam dunks, all on an app that's safe, secure, and easy to use. What are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/stream and make your first bet an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
With Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $2,300 off select kitchen packages from top brands like GE Profile. That means you can save on a new GE Profile Smart Quad Door Refrigerator that's full of convenient features like a dual dispense autofill pitcher and an ice dispenser with up to 12.5 pounds capacity. Bring convenience to your kitchen with smart, innovative appliances from GE Profile. Right now, save up to $2,300 on select kitchen packages with Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The Detroit Pistons play the Philadelphia 76ers. Pre-game tonight at 6:35 on News Radio 950 WWJ. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Costa and Jansen with Heather.
All right, so we got to know, because I was thinking it. We had listeners bringing it up at the end of the show yesterday, the traffic. You, Heather Park, decided Venture Seeker, Eclipse Day, I'm going, let's do it.
And I was all in, and I'm so glad we did what we did. We had a really good time. I got home right before 11, right? And in your head, you're like, I'm going to get home at 11. We're going to hit the road by 11:15.
Yeah, we're on the road.
We have a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, right? And then it's like, well, how long are we going to be on the road? We got to make sure we've got enough snacks, enough water, enough milk, enough everything, right? Plus, are we going to walk? Do we want to bring the wagon? Do we want the stroller? And while that could have maybe been all settled before I got home, it wasn't. So by the time I got home, you know, we had to get some stuff organized. And then I was a little bit hungry, and I didn't want snacks. I wanted something real. So we stopped and grabbed a sandwich. And by the time we got out on the road, we thought, oh, we're doing good, right? We were cruising, and you could see it. We were looking at all sorts of different maps, the traffic maps, to see where to go. And we avoided the big pile up on, 75 and Telegraph. We were going like all these in-between side streets, which was kind of fun. We saw areas in Michigan we've never seen. And there was like these farmers out, and they were looking at all, I swear they'd probably never seen so many cars drive in front of their homes in their entire lives. There were so many cars.
These damn people.
What are they doing?
Go home.
There were so many people out. We did not make it to Ohio. We did not make it to our destination.
Nothing wrong with that.
We were very, very close. And it was one of those...
In 1 mile, turn right onto Woodward Street.
Get there, but we also looked at the traffic map, knew what time the eclipse was going to happen, the main part of the eclipse that you wanted to see, and we ultimately decided not to continue on because we didn't think we'd get there in time, and I didn't want to be in the car. I wanted to be outside. I didn't want to pull over on the street. So as we were driving, we were just north of Luna Pier. We saw a park and a parking spot, one parking spot on the street. So we did a little U-turn, grabbed the spot, and decided to get out. And I think that was the right call. We enjoyed our time at the park. There was tons of people there. We talked to some people, met some people, and we did not get to see the path of totality. We didn't see 100% total eclipse, but we had a great time. Ultimately, it was
You got out of it what you wanted.
We did.
Time with the family.
Yes.
Adventure, something to do, something to be a part of. You didn't see totality. Did you see some of the photos? Because I saw like Cleveland and Ohio and
yes, and I saw a video, and it looked so cool. I wish that I could have seen it.
From what you did see, we were all business officers out there. What do you think?
I thought it was cool. It was awesome. It was fun, and it was fun to be
Turn right onto Woodward Street. Then the destination is on your right.
Not getting home until about 2 o'clock, which I was kind of bummed about, but because we were thinking about possibly pulling the trigger and trying to make the run And I, too, like you, would have loved to have been able to be on all the back rows because you see things that, like you didn't.
The destination is on your right, 19717 Woodward Street.
And different areas, you might find some small town with a little diner, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, remember that trip and that stop? But we just watched it